Howdy doody, my name is Susie and Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and today I'm going to share with you a cranberry relish recipe. It's a raw recipe and it's absolutely delicious. I was introduced to this recipe some 15 years ago by a dear friend, Ruth. I've got my recipe book out that I keep all of my favorite recipes, and here I've got in her handwriting the ingredients and the directions on how to make this. And I love having this collection of recipes because as I'm thumbing through it and just looking for things, it brings back memories. So here's Fred's birthday favorite chocolate cake. He gave it a 5 out of 5. And then I've got Ron's favorite lemon and blueberry muffins. These actually are awesome. So it's great to not only keep your recipes that are your favorite, but it also is a way of kind of keeping tradition, especially with those older recipes that are passed down to you by either family or friends. And in making this recipe, of course, it reminds me of the person who gave it to me, and it includes them in my celebration this year in Thanksgiving, even though we can't be close to one another. So enough of the cookbook and the recipes, let's get to it. This is super easy, but there is a little bit of a trick. Basically, you're just chopping up the cranberries and the orange to create a coarse chop, and you're going to add sugar, and basically you're macerating the fruit, and you're going to leave this overnight. It will taste better tomorrow. It'll taste better in a few days, and this will actually keep for, well, let me read the recipe to you. Fresh cranberry and orange relish. So 1 package of fresh or frozen cranberries, a medium orange, 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of white sugar. And the method is you slice an unpeeled orange, you remove the seeds and you put it through a chopper. Then you put the cranberries through the chopper. Be sure to wash the berries and dry them very thoroughly. Add sugar, mix well together, and then refrigerate. This keeps well for 2 weeks. Love, Ruth. So this is a very easy recipe, but a word of advice, you do not want to overdo this with the food processor because you'll turn it into mush. And this is a relish, so think about the consistency of relish. That's what you want to do with these. So these were actually frozen berries, which I let thaw out overnight, but you can use frozen, you can use the berries from frozen, you can use the berries fresh, you can use the berries thawed out. You just can't over process it because it will turn into a messy, sloppy sauce as opposed to a relish. So we're just going to slice this orange. This is damn grapefruit. Darn it. I had to go out and get an orange. So back where we were, take your orange and it's washed. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the top and the bottom off. And you just want to slice it into smaller pieces so that it doesn't take too long to actually for the food processor to cut up. Now luckily, this is a seedless orange, which makes it very convenient. And I'm going to chop up the orange first because it's tougher until I break it down into smaller pieces, and then I'll add the cranberry in at the end. But again, you really just want this to be a rough chop. So we'll just put this into the food processor and just pulsate until you get the rough chop that I was talking about. So you want to chop it up, but you don't want it to be mush. Okay, so that's good. So that literally only took a couple of pulses. And now we're going to put all the cranberries in. And we're going to do the same thing. And just pulsate it so that the fruit moves around and you're able to chop it all up. That's looking good. Let me see. Ooh, nice. I think a little bit more. Let's see. That looks good. I think I like it. Okay, let me show you what that is like. Get a spoon. So I would say that's the consistency that you're looking for. A rough chop. I'll take a photograph of that. So this is our rough chop, and this is the consistency of the relish. That's perfect. Okay, let's put it in a bowl and add our sugar. Okay, so now we've got our cranberry chopped up with our orange. So far, so good. And we're just going to put it in a bowl, and basically we're just going to toss in 3/4 of a cup of sugar to 1 cup of sugar, and we're just going to put it in the fridge and just let it macerate for the next couple of days. So I'm using 3/4 of a cup of monk sugar. It's monk sugar and erythritol. But the original recipe is for 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup of just regular granulated sugar. So you decide. I would start off with 3/4 of a cup of sugar. You can always add some if you don't find it to your liking, but that's basically it. Now our relish is complete, and look at how beautiful the color really is. It's really spectacular. I'm really happy the way it turned out. I hope you're going to enjoy this as much as I do. Don't limit making your cranberry relish just for Thanksgiving or Christmas. This is delicious with pork, ham, chicken, lamb. It's great with Philadelphia cream cheese on crackers. It's especially good with blue cheese because blue cheese really has that contrasting flavor of the saltiness and the strength of the cheese, coupled with the sweet and sour, and the citrus of the cranberries and the orange. It's a really good combination. Also, let's not forget that we are eating these fruits in their raw state. So we are actually able to get all the nutrients that these little guys can deliver. The cranberries are excellent for kidneys, bladder infections, urinary tract infections. They're high in vitamin C. They've got tons of antioxidants, so they're good for a whole bunch of stuff. And the orange peel is actually, I've read that it's good for lowering cholesterol. So you're getting the raw nutritional value, but you're also getting a delicious relish that I hope you are really going to enjoy. So if you are able to make this and you like it, I hope you share it, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. Enjoy!